Hello there, I'm Josh, this is Alex, we are the target audience. Content is made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us, so we hope it's made for you as well. Today we are watching episode 7 of Firefly, Jaynestown. I'm very excited to watch this because the last episode of Firefly was my favorite so far. Our Mrs. Reynolds had a great time watching that, and a lot of people have said that this is where, the series really starts to pick up with some good episodes from here on out. Not that the first 5 were bad. We enjoyed those too, but it does feel like it's really starting to pick it up both story-wise and character-wise, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, last episode had one of the best performances on the show with the guest star that week, who apparently is a famous actor in Mad Men. I know I don't watch the show; I watched an episode, but yeah, she was great, and this all little character stuff between Malcolm and the companion. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, Anara.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names. And that ending little hook where you think he's there, but he's not. It's kind of reminds me of a Jim and Pam almost, where it's like they're gonna make us wait for it. And this episode's called Jaynestown, and if it's about Jane, who is arguably my favorite character, he's hilarious. So hopefully we get a lot of goofy stuff with him. And yeah, I mean, the fact that everyone's saying these next episodes are getting better, I'm like, oh shit, I thought the last 2 or 3 were great. So if they're even getting better, then I'm all for it.
Absolutely. And this is episode 7 of 14, so we will officially be halfway through with the series. If it's your first time here, all the previous Firefly episodes are already up here on the channel. We're also watching Star Trek, the original series, here on the channel, and you can go check out everything we've reacted to. Make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Come on, admit it, it's true.
No, I won't, because it's not. I use swear words like anybody else.
Back at it with these two.
I swear when it's appropriate.
Simon, the whole point of swearing is that it ain't appropriate. Hey there, Nara. Heading off for some glamorous romance?
Let's hope so. Don't let Mal get you into too much trouble while I'm gone.
Fine, Elle. Have good sex. Now this would be a perfect time for a swear word.
Happened in here.
Need to find some tape.
So you had to tear my infirmary apart?
Apparently.
Jane, Canton don't allow guns in their town.
Oh, listen, Mal, I was in Canton a few years back. I might have made me a few enemies thereabouts. So.
Canton is pretty rough.
Just don't like the idea of going in there empty-handed is all.
Why are you still arguing what's been decided? We go in, make contact, easy peasy.
Have fun. Cam, don't you think Simon should come with us?
What?
I can watch over your sister. I believe we've been developing a rapport.
Really?
I'm a shepherd, after all. I should be able to keep my eye on a flock of what?
Areas employees only. Let's be getting back to landing unless you have business.
The direction of this episode is completely different so far.
I'm looking to buy some mud.
Well then, come to the right place.
I'm sure the foreman has things need attending.
Yes. Yes, we'll wander a bit.
Come to see me when you're through.
You haven't been here in years, Jane. You really think you need that get-up? No one's gonna remember you.
I think it's possible they might.
Oh my goodness.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
What?
he swore.
My love,
Nice.
take my land, take me where I
So do they worship him, or is it like a wanted thing?
I mean, it is called Jaynestown, so you'd assume it's a thing of worship, but
Also, I wonder if all that stuff at the beginning was them writing off half the cast for the episode, oh, Anara has a client to meet. Preacher's gonna stay back with River. They just very obviously were splitting it up.
hopefully there's an A and B plot.
You want to tell me how come there's a statue of you here and looking at me like I owe him something?
Wishing I could, Captain.
Oh, okay.
Pulled a second story, stole a lot of scratch from the magistrate up on the hill, but things went way south.
This must be what going mad feels like.
Everywhere I go, his eyes keep following me.
Let's go do it. Get the hell out of here. He ain't exactly a forgiving sort of guy.
Magistrate Higgins, I presume.
Oh, here we go.
I only make the people I own use my title. Mr. Higgins will do fine. I have a feeling it will take all your arts to deal with this particular problem.
What are we up to, sweetheart?
Fixing your Bible.
A and B plot. All right.
What?
Bible's broken. Contradictions, false logistics.
Oh no.
No, you can't.
So we'll integrate non-progressional evolution theory with God's creation of Eden. Important number, prime number. 1 goes into the house of 11 times, but always comes out 1.
Give me that.
Oh no, it's just ripping pages out.
Doesn't make sense.
It's not about making sense. It's about believing in something. And letting that belief be real enough to change your life. You don't fix faith, River. It fixes you.
So is she like slowly recovering to back to normal, or is she still like at any moment just gonna flip out and do something else?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure her brother said she has schizophrenia, so...
They call it mother's milk.
Ew.
Vitamins and carbs would be your grandma's best turkey dinner, plus 15% alcohol. Shake your head, boy. Your eyes are stuck.
You wouldn't be looking for Kessler.
Just having a brew.
Your man's merchandise is here, safe in Kessler's hiding place. I advise we all just lay low for a moment.
Jane.
Here's your tomato.
The man they call Jane. Robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor.
Oh.
The hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. He saw the magistrate taking every dollar and leaving 5 cents.
So they don't like the magistrate guy.
So he said, "You can't do that to my people."
This must be what going mad feels like.
Turned around his plane and let that money hit the sky.
That's where that cash went. Ha! Started losing altitude. Had to dump them strong boxes. Stay airborne. 60,000. Then I drop it right square in the middle of Mud Farmer Central.
and now you're a god.
And they call
That's awesome.
I would love for Star Trek to explore something like this, where like one of them becomes an accidental hero out of some unlikely accident.
They all have too good of intentions. They'd have to have a character who's selfish, like Jane first. Oh, the kid!
Oh, the kid! Ooh, I like it's underground bar.
Yeah, and it just like looks like it's a tent on the outside. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hero of Canton won't be drinking that Shung Man, yeah? He drinks the best whiskey in the house!
What the hell's going on? This how people lay low where you're from?
This was all part of our new plan.
Captain, how exactly is
Still
this
working the details.
Oh boy.
Anara, allow me to introduce my son, Fess Higgins. My son is 26 years old, and he ain't yet a man.
Mr. Higgins,
Himself.
you're not allowed here.
Like, dude, just get out.
Only your son belongs here.
Well, I'm...
No.
Like you want him to get laid, but you're ruining it. You're ruining it.
Well, I guess he's bought in.
I've saved lives.
Oh, they're all drinking.
I reattached a girl's leg, her whole leg. She named her hamster after me. He drops a box of money, he gets to town.
Hamsters is nice.
To Jane.
You are pretty funny.
And you're pretty.
It's time to get out of this nut house. I got some planning to work out.
Now things are going well.
Jane is stuck here with his adoring masses. Why don't you and Simon hang around and keep an eye on him for me?
There you go.
Good guy, Mal.
I can't believe you're back.
How can I stay away?
Word of this has to get out to the magistrate.
There's a problem in Workertown, sir.
There it is, okay.
Jane Cobb's come back.
His face. I'm sorry. That guy's just ridiculous.
Cartoon character.
Done your time, you paid your debt. It's time you were on your way.
Oh.
Is that what he was talking about earlier when he said people he owns?
You keep me in that box 4 years. You give me a loaded gun.
You got the urge to use it, no doubt. I'm not the one who partnered up with you and then turned on you when his plan went south.
Jane.
Jane Cobb. Cost you 4 years of your life, plus a perfectly good eyeball. He's back in town. Best of luck in your new life.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. But if I was that guy, I'd still be like, all right, well, thanks for the information, and then I'd shoot him anyway. It's like you still locked me up for 4 years.
Yeah, boom. One to the front, one to the back.
Hey, Captain. Captain.
Oh.
No, nothing happened.
One dude still at the bar.
Not with Kaylee.
What do you mean not with me?
Hero Captain.
Oh, he had a good night.
Me. Hey, so you go on now. I got me important hero type stuff to do.
Where are you going?
Going with you.
I don't think so. No, maybe you ought to stay here.
Ah, damn it.
Excuse me, can I see a menu?
What?
I just thought I'd feel different. Aren't I supposed to be a man now?
A man is just a boy who's old enough to ask that question. I hope it was not entirely forgettable for you, but it doesn't make you a man. You do that yourself.
Fast! Higgins! Get out here!
What happened when I was growing up here? He stole a ton of money from my dad and gave it to the poor, to my father's workers. Well, he's back. Apparently, he landed here yesterday.
Yesterday? I know this man.
No, you don't.
You mean you actually know Jane?
Jane?
My dad had him traced back to his ship. He had port control put a landlock on it. Jane will get back and find out that he's grounded.
That's your right out of here.
You're gonna take me that dirty, low-down shingle of a man.
I don't know who.
Oh!
Look at me, you panty-waist idiot!
Oh.
Stitch-ition. You gonna got yourself looking mighty hideous.
Oh, is he gonna reveal what really happened?
I think so.
Got away clean, too. But then our plane took a hit and we're going down. And there's Jane, the money, and me. There was no way he was gonna drop that money.
He did.
He tossed me out first. For 6 months we run together, he turned me out before I could scream.
You'd have done the same. You gonna talk me to death, buddy? Is that the plan?
The plan.
Wow. Even after hearing the truth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even after hearing that story.
you go.
What'd you do that for? What's wrong with you? Did you hear a word he said?
Only you! You think there's someone just gonna drop money on you?
Oh no, Jane, no. Push over the statue. I knew it!
Wow.
Wash, we're on. Get the hell off of this mudball.
Sad ending of that arc for him.
Has there been a problem with takeoff?
Is there a problem?
We're fine.
You did what?
Oh, good for him.
You wanted to make a man out of me, Dad. I guess it worked.
Became his own man.
Yep.
Hopefully we get some more fun stuff with Jane. I think he's my favorite character.
Don't make no sense. Why the hell that mother have to go and do that for him, Hal? Jumping in front of that shotgun blast. Probably sticking that statue right back up.
Most likely. Every man ever got a statue made of him. Was one kind of some bitch or another. Ain't about you, Jane. It's about what they need.
People need hope.
Wow.
Dude.
Ooh, what an ending.
Oh, what an ending. Well, they weren't lying when they said this episode was a good one. This one was great. I loved everything about this. I'm so glad it was like a B plot, C plot thing going on. The small C plot being the preacher and River. You know, that little dynamic is fine. Just keeping everyone still in the loop a little bit, so you don't forget about them. It's probably after the one episode where she was literally on screen in the background for 2 seconds. She's like, "Hey, listen, you got to give me something to do." But I think my favorite part of this is the ending message. You know, it doesn't end with everyone laughing. Doesn't end with like, quippy. You know, like I love all the sad endings for some reason. It just hits me harder, I guess. Yeah. Where it's like, hey, it's not about you. You know, people, they need something. You know, it's about, you know, what keeps them going. And it's like, unfortunately, it was you in totally the wrong scenario. But you know, these people in this horrible lifestyle, you know, you gave them something. Whether it was intentional or not, you gave them something. And it's like, that's so neat to think about. Like, what if like we are that to someone? Or, I mean, not in that grand scale, but it's like, what if something we're doing is special to someone and they don't realize it? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got to give it up to Joss. I believe he's probably the main writer of the episode, and whoever else helped him write this episode. I mean, that was the strongest part to me, because with all of the stories in it, for the most part, they all like subverted my expectations of how I thought they were going to end up. Like the story with Jane, you know, at the end when it gets revealed, and I'm thinking, you know, then the guy takes the shotgun blast, and I'm thinking, oh, like they're still going to accept him anyway, even though he's flawed, you know, as this hero, and he's still going to be this hero. But no, it ends up he doesn't even want to be that hero, and it's not even about him. And that ending scene might be my favorite scene of the whole show so far. I mean, that was just great, the way they explained it. And that's not how I expected. It's just so much smarter than like your typical, you know, what would happen in that type of story. And then like the same thing with the Inara story. I'm thinking it's going to be like, oh, the lesson's going to be we don't have to sleep together for you to be a man, you know. But then they do sleep together, and it's still not the point. You know, that's still not the point that's what makes him a man. And then he, you know, does that act of rebellion on his father. So it's just like so many great stories. The River and Shepard story was just funny. You know, just a fun little 5-minute thing. Like, it was whatever.
Just to keep them involved. But yeah, you're totally right about the stuff with Inara and the magistrate's son, but how it also ties into the resolution of the A plot, I thought was genius. I'm like, because the whole thing is like, oh, my father doesn't think I'm a man, and he becomes a man by making a choice to unlock the ship lock so they can leave. I'm like, that's Perfect.
All right. Well, that's going to be our thoughts for Jaynestown. Let us know if this is an episode you really enjoy, agree, disagree with anything we said, or if there's anything we didn't bring up that you liked about the episode. Let us know in the comments. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe. Watch Firefly along with us, as well as Star Trek and everything else we watch here on the channel. Become part of the target audience. If you ever want to see our full uncut reactions and discussions to everything we watch, plus exclusive content, you can check out our Patreon. The link for that is in the description.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us and hopefully for you as well. Thank you. See you next time.